Hello again, you phenomenal Godot people. Let's get the assets ready for Food Fight. In this video, we are going to do the following. Start a new project, download the assets into a zip file. I'm going to skip that bit. They're already on my hard drive. We're going to copy the contents to our project folder and take a quick look at what we have. So, I'm going to head over here, and before I even open Godot, I'm going to show you some of the sites that we've been using. So, I've been using Kenny. We've been using him a lot recently. There's some fun assets in here. I've also been using Quaternius. Quaternius does really lovely free and open source 3D files. Specifically, we'll be using this robot. That's going to be our NPC. These background posed humans, they're not animated. They're just going to be swooshing past. We're going to be using this animated woman and animated man. They're animated. And a few of our furniture pieces, which I've poodled down here. I think we're also using the Kenny furniture pieces. I've made some sound effects using BFXR, but I've also put you the link so you can make your own sound effects. This is a free program you can use to make very simple sound effects. I'm also using music from Metaruka, specifically a piece of music called Game Game. I want to point out that this piece of music is using the CC BY attribution. In other words, if we use this, we have to say who wrote it. We can use it for commercial projects, but we have to say who did it. This is not like the other stuff we've done. Now, I've tried to be good about citing my sources here, but when we make the game, we're going to have to put this in the credits. We've used a couple of pieces of music here. I'm just going to play this one real quick so you can hear. I mean, that's nice and dramatic, right? Finally, I've got myself this lovely harp sound, which we're going to use when we're refilling our, ammunition, food. Let's move that out of the way. I'm going to start a brand new project. Here is my brand new project. A new project, and I'm going to go to my repos folder, which is right here. Select it. Call this Food Fight 3.1. Create the folder. I'm going to stay in OpenGL ES3. And here we go. I'm going to right click on this and go Open in File Manager. This is open on the other monitor, but it's right here. I'm now going to minimize here, and I don't need the console window. And you'll see I've got Food Fight Assets Zip right here. It's actually called Food Fight Assets Zip because, you know, if you're going to zip it once, why not zip it twice? This folder will be attached to this lecture, so go over to the download resources and you should find it. And inside, you're going to find fonts, graphics, materials, models, scenes, and SFX. So let's just grab all of those and boop, drop them in. Give it a second to copy. Let it import the assets, which shouldn't take too long. And here we go. All right, so we have a bunch of materials here. The font, pretty easy. Kenny Bold, nice little font. Gonna enjoy it. Materials, exactly what it says it is. This is for some of the pieces of furniture. Models. Okay, so we have these pieces of buildings. And you know what? To explore these, let's make a basic 3D scene. I'm not going to save this. And just drop some of them in. So here's a basic floor, a doorway, paneling, so we can really decorate what we're doing. What else we got? We've got a wall, which is different on one color than the other. We've got a wall with a doorway in it. I mean, you can see where we're going here, right? Have a look around, see what you think of these. I think they're a lot of fun. I'm just going to delete those. What else do we have? Well, we have these bystanders. These are just posed people. This is going to make it feel a bit like one of those shooting galleries at a fairground. Okay, let's move back to the origin. We have a bunch of furniture. We have vases, and we have trash cans, and we have potted plants. This is all stuff that you can decorate with. No, I don't want to overwrite it. Coffee machines, computers. I mean, there's lots and lots of things here. So, what else do we have? We have these players. Now, the players are a little different. We have the animated man and woman. For some reason, Quaternius called the original file animated human. Fine. Open anyway. There's our man, and if you go to animation player, we've got a whole bunch of animations built in. So I can go to run. Let's put it on loop and just hit play. And look, we have a lovely running figure. Not going to save that. Animated woman, same deal. Now, we will look at this a little later, but there's going to be an issue if you try and run an animation straight away, which is she's suddenly giant. This is the danger of using free and open source assets that are not made at the same time. It's very hard to predict how things will respond. I'll show you how to fix this when we get there, but for now, go to scene root, go to scale, and go 0.01 on all three axes. and you should find, let's speed up, she's a lot more reasonable. Okay, close that, don't need to save either of those. Now, we also have this robot. And you'll notice I've actually added robot.tscn. There's also robot.escn, which is a prototype file format for Blender specifically for Godot. The reason I've done this is when Quaternion is exported the robot, it doesn't actually work. You have to spend quite a lot of time fixing it. So what I've done is I've created this file with the fixes built in. So all the animations will just work. I could talk you through what I've done, which is, you know, fixing the bone attachments and repositioning everything and making sure it all works. But frankly, it's a little out of scope of what we're doing here, so not doing it. It's not really intermediate content. It's not really useful. Most of the time that you're going to be working with 3D assets, they'll either all be from one pack and all behave the same way, or you'll be either making them yourselves or working for someone who's making them for you. So when we get to the robot, we're going to be using this TSCN. What else do we have? We have sound effects. We have some lovely music. And more music. And more music. All of which is from Game Game. We've got this sound, which I made myself, for where the bystanders are hit. Oh no! Oh no! Yes, I am available for children's parties. If you look under scenes, under ammo, this is a food fight. We have food. We have a burger. We have cookies. We have cupcakes. We have donuts, and so on. What else do we have? We don't need to worry about those. We have some materials that we've made for customization when we get to the customization scene. We've got a little folder here for the furniture when we make it. We've got some GUI elements, so under graphics we've got, again, this is from Kenny, very simple buttons and things like that. We have a folder place for levels, and we have a couple of graphics. We have this empty circle, we have this full circle, and we have this life heart. And that is a quick tour of the assets we've got. There's a lot of fun stuff here. I really like the style that this game has sort of come together into. That's a terrible piece of grammar. This robot is incredibly cute, even though it's taken me quite a long time to get him working. But when he's working, he's really cute. How cute are you? That cute. And that feels like a good place to stop. So, excellent stuff, and I will see you in the next video.